Welcome, this is SparkleEdge. Today I will show you how to level up efficiently. So I'm level 56 and the main attributes I recommend are in fact all. Put the average 5 points into strength, perception. Oh, I needed only 4. So strength, you need 5, I guess, at least 5, because armor is a must-have perk, and you need to have level 4 armor rank in order to make the best armor. And if you're planning to use heavy guns, you need to have this perk heavy gunner at level 5 in order to efficiently use miniguns and big guns in general. So considering perception, you need to have level 4 in order to take locksmith at level 3 only, because at level 4 it gives the ability to never break the bobby pins, but at my level I have too many bobby pins, so I don't really need this perk at level 4. Only level 3 is nice. Then considering endurance, endurance will be a measure of your overall health points. So the bigger the better. But I would advise you to get level 6 or 7 or 8, and you only need 1 for toughness. This is a very important perk, but for the health points you need more than 1, so take at least 4 into endurance. And so why you need to take toughness at level 5, sorry. This will give 50 damage resistance. It's a huge difference between 0 and 50. As you may know, when you have 10, damage resistance it's very important, even mostly at the beginning, but since after you will have a power armor, but 50 is always nice to have. 50 is very huge, except with the power armor. So most of the time you will see a very big difference having toughness at max. Always max it. That's it. So charisma, I haven't developed it, but if you really want to develop your settlement, take 6 in order to get the local leader at level 2, in order to have more building possibilities, and in order to establish supply lines between the settlements. So I took only one charisma, because the more charisma you have, the more money you can get from vendors. But anyway, if you sell your items at alternative farm, suits from Sanctuary, it will be okay to sustain yourself and to sell things for a nice price. This, if you have charisma clauses, of course, like hat, glasses, and clothes, a suit. Then we have intelligence. Intelligence will give you a lot of bonus experience. So instead of having, for example, instead of having 10 experience when killing an enemy, you will have 11 or maybe 12. So it's not very important, but when you kill 300 enemies, you will see the difference. Because it adds some experience for every skills: cooking, killing enemies, lockpickings, etc., etc., and so on. So intelligence, I recommend at least 6, but the more you have, the better it is. Take at least maybe, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is the minimum you need to take. Here I have more, because nuclear physicist is really nice to have to use less fusion cores power. So it's mainly important when you have power armor. And at this point, levels 56, I have many fusion cores, and I always use my power armor. So I am sure there is a big difference between nuclear physicist at level 0 and at level 2. I recommend level 2, not level 3, because level 3 has the possibility to use fusion cores as something like a nuclear blast. Well, science, I recommend level 4. Science will be very useful for power armor upgrades, mainly for upgrades in general. You need level 4 intelligence, so I recommend level 6, but 4 at least for hacker, level 3, like locksmith. You only need hacker level 3, because level 4 is not really useful. It's really not useful. Level 3 is okay. The gun nut is a must-have perk at level 4. Always max it, because with it you will have the possibility to improve your weapons damage, recoil, accuracy, and range, etc. Then we have agility. So for agility, I recommend level 2. For commando, every automatic weapon you will have, like SMG and weapons like this, all the automatic rifles will have improved damage, and at level 5 it will have a chance to stagger your opponents. So what does it does? Your opponents, your enemies will sometimes be stuck, be unable to walk towards you, like they slow, for example, when they try to reach you to rip you apart, and you have commando at level 5. Sometimes the bullet will stop them, they won't be able to reach you. Then we have luck. Luck is always have to have. I recommend level 6 in order to have better criticals at level 3, and bloody mess at level 3 too. So better criticals gives you better damage when you do a crit, and bloody mess will add 5% damage every level. So I have a level 3, I recommend level 3, and so I have 15% added damage with all of my weapons. Very nice. That's it. So if you wish, now I could tell you why I don't take the other perks. So Iron Fist, take only this if you plan on sneaking and not using weapons, because Iron Fist is for punching damage, so unarmed damage. So if you want to take Iron Fist, either don't take Heavy Gunner, or don't take Commando, or Gunslinger, or Rifleman, or Big Legs. These are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 skills. There is another, this one, Demolition Expert. These are the 7 skills. You will have to choose 2 or 3. Heavy Gunner, Demolition Expert, Big Legs, Rifleman, on Iron Fist, Gunslinger, and Commando. You will have to choose 2 or 3 among these 7 skills perks. Now you have Blacksmith. Blacksmith is only nice if you use melee weapon. So if you take Big Legs, take Blacksmith 2. If you take weapon perks like Heavy Gunner or Commando or Gunslinger, then you will have to take Gun Nut. So then you have Strongback. Strongback is nice to have, but if you have a companion, not really. Strongback isn't really interesting. Then you have Steady Aim. Steady Aim requires level 7 strength. So it's nice, but if you have Gun Nut, you won't need it. So Gun Nut is level 3 intelligence. Prefer Gun Nut rather than Steady Aim, which requires level 7 strength. It's slightly better, and you won't really need hip fire accuracy when you have a max Gun Nut. Then you have Basher. Okay, Basher could be nice, but for big enemies like Deathclaw, I haven't tested it, but I think that for some enemies you have to reach them, and when they come too close, you may bash them. It's either you bash them, either you throw a grenade. So basher may be good if you have sniping skills like sniper, but if you are using your sniper rifle, you will have trouble to aim in close combat, in close fight. So basher might be good for this, for all the other cases. I don't think it's really important to have. Then you have rooted. Rooted is like basher. Probably you need rooted when you have basher 2, but I consider that it's yes. Sorry, it's very nice if you use melee or unarmed weapons attacks. Sorry. So if you want to do melee damage, take big clicks, blacksmith, maybe basher, and rooted is surely a nice perk to have, because it gives 25 damage resistance and 25% damage with melee and unarmed. You have a paint train too, but it's only okay if you're against basic enemies, as it says robots and other-sized enemy like Deathclaws are immune to the stagger, so it won't be useful in all the cases. And against ghouls, for example, you'll see that when you have a high level, it's not really useful to stagger stagger them like this with your power. You shoot them into one or two with one or two bullets, so really not that great. Except maybe if you use unarmed and with melee damage. Then you have perception, pickpocket. Pickpocket might be a good perk or skill to get. I've seen some kind of cheats that will you may pickpocket Brotherhood of Steel. You pickpocket his fusion core, and if he doesn't see you, he will put another fusion core into the armor, so there is a cheat that will give you infinite fusion core, but cheating is not really great. I consider that you have to, it's not survival anymore if you cheat, but it's my opinion. So pickpocket might be very nice to have, very fun, and very stealing NPCs could be great, but I haven't taken it, so try it, and if you like it, tell me. Then you have Rifleman. Rifleman, we already dealt with it. It's among the 7 perks to have. Iron Fist, Big Legs, Rifleman, Commando, and etc. Gunner, Demolition Expert, and Gunslinger. Choose 2 or 3 among these 7 perks. Then you have awareness. Could be great, but it could be great with a pistol. So maybe in fact I suggest to take awareness if you take gunslinger, because you will be more efficient while using VATS. Then you have demolition expert. We already told some things about it. We have night person. Night person, yes, it might be good, but not very interesting. +2 intelligence and perception. If it was all day long, it would be very interesting, but intelligence and perception. Intelligence is for experience, and perception is for detecting enemies far away. The more perception you have, the further you will detect them. But when you will have the power armor, perception won't be that interesting, since you will have sensors in your power armor which will show you enemies. They will be highlighted in red. So I don't consider night person very interesting. Then you have refractor. Refractor would be very nice. It's less interesting than toughness, because toughness is only requires level 1 endurance. But if you have high perception, choose refractor. I mean, you choose toughness too, because it's a must-have perk, but refractor would be nice too. When you have the power armor, it's less interesting, but if I had had a high perception, I would have taken refractor too. I would have added points into this. Then you have sniper. Sniper, take it if you, well, in fact it depends your way of playing. So if you like to play and shoot enemies from far away, take sniper, and take, of course, rifleman. But I haven't taken it because first I don't have high perception. It requires perception 8, and because when you go into the buildings or the sewers or close combat areas, you will have trouble to use your sniper rifle, so it's most of the time you will have to use a mid-range weapon. So that's why my first perk I took among the 7 was Commando. It's a mid-range perk for using weapons. It's when you're outside or inside, you will use it a lot. So sniper might be fun. Improved control and can hold your breath longer. Voila. Penetrator. Yes, it allows you to use that and shoot at enemies' body parts, despite they are behind a cover. For me, I consider it as a waste of points, because all you have to do is move a bit and you can use that. So this allows you to stay at where you are, but moving a little bit or wasting 2 points into penetrator, as I said, I think it's a waste of points. Then you have concentrated fire, stay focused. Yes, might be cool, but again requires high perception and plus 10 accuracy. If you have a weapon and use gun nut, which is a must-have perk, because if you use rifle or gun or pistol and so on, you will have to take gun nut, because it allows you to use turrets too for your settlements. So concentrated fire, not very interesting. When you have gun nut, you will have these plus 10 accuracy when making weapons. Oh no, sorry, it's for what? That's well, yes, might be interesting for when you fire at long distances, but I don't think it's very important. When you have a sniper rifle, you will have something like 100 or a little bit more accuracy, so plus 10% won't be interesting, especially if you have gun nut and have improved your weapon. You will have a high enough accuracy, and so plus 10% won't be useful at all. It's not interesting. Then you have lead belly. It allows you to take less radiation from eating or drinking. This perk is not interesting at all, because instead of using this perk, I highly suggest that you use the cooking station, and cooking meat will remove the radiation malus that you will have if you eat food or drink water. So don't take this perk, it's a waste of time, of points. You have life giver, could be very nice. If you die very frequently, you could take this perk, but in my opinion, prefer armorer or armorer, because it will be more interesting than improving your armor. Will allow you the perk armor will allow you to improve your helm, your armor, your every part of your armor, and will give you a good bonus to your armor, to your defenses. And while life giver will be very interesting at the beginning, since you have low armor, but will become fast enough useless or less and lesser interesting, because the more you'll progress, the more you'll have better armor, and 20 health won't be that huge. It will be huge for level 1 to 10, I'd say, then it will be interesting anymore. So at max take 1 point maybe, but I recommend to take 0. Then you have chem resistant. I never use chems, or very rarely, once in a while, so I never became addicted, but if you use it all the time, take this perk, it will help you. Then you have Aqua Boy. So swinging and racing underwater might be good, but I don't see the point in having it. In Fallout 3 or New Vegas, you would have to swim underwater for a while sometimes, but in this Fallout 4 I never saw the point of the sorry, I never saw the use of such a perk, so don't take this unless you have to dive deep into the ocean or into water. I won't recommend it to take this perk. Then you have red resistant. One, in my opinion, another useless perk, because red resistant could be useful, except that when you have the power armor you will be able to go to the glowing sea, to travel to the glowing sea and walk without taking much radiation, so red resistant is not useful. And plus if you don't have the power armor, there is some place to find the hazmat suit which gives 1000 red resist, so that's not very useful. Plus you have red X or radar way chems to remove radiation, and you find plenty during your traveling. So don't take this perk. Another thing about radiation, if you are really radiated, I don't know how to say, if you have high radiation, I suggest that you go to Diamond City and go see the doctor. You will remove the radiation for 40 caps only. It's so always use this method, except if you are inside a dungeon or a building or deep into a dungeon, then you will have to use right away. But for 40 caps, it's really not expensive. It would remove 100 or 200, I don't know if it's possible, but 100 radiation for 40 caps, up to 100 radiation. Then you have adamantium skeleton. Adamantium skeleton will reduce limb damage by 30%. So it's very nice when you, once again, when you have a power armor, this perk will be very useless. Don't take this perk. It will only be nice if you have weak armor, a weak armor. So it prevents you to be crippled, and for example when you have a crippled arm, you will be less efficient to aim when when pushing the trigger to fire. So no, it's not interesting to take this perk. Then you have Cannibal. Cannibal, once again, when you cook food, you will have plenty food without rad, and it will heal you. You will have plenty of steam packs, so cook food and everything will be fine. Cannibal might be fun to take, but wasting 3 points, I don't think it's very interesting. You have Ghoulish, so like radar resistant, go to the use the radarware or rad X, or if you are able to go to Diamond City, speak to the doctor and ask for radiation healing for 40 caps. Ghoulish is a waste of perks1. Then solar power. These perks allow you to have better stats for during the day. So like night person, I don't think it's very interesting. Strength allow you to carry more, and endurance allow you to have more health. So it's nice to have, but it requires an endurance 10. That's very high, and this perk doesn't last all the day long, all day and night long. So I would say that it's not interesting again. Then you have charisma perks, cap collector. Might be good, but waste of perk for me. Always wear charisma clothes when you buy and sell at the vendor. So when you equip your power armor and wear your charisma clothes, there is a hat, a lot of hats which will give you +1 charisma. There is glasses which will give you +1 charisma. There is suits who will give you +2 charisma, and a special one which will give you +3. You will have to find this one, but you will easily be able to have +4 charisma bonus, 4 charisma as bonus, and this will allow you to have nice prices, especially if you go to the Abernathy farm south from Sanctuary and do the quest there. Then you will have the best price in all the whole world. So take this. Okay, I mean do this quest instead of getting Calculator as a perk. Then you have Lady Killer. So it's only against women, and it's only +5% damage in combat.